العلم أشراف مطلوب وطالبه لله أكرام من يمشي على قدمه. العلم نور مبين يستضيء به أهل السعادات والجهال في الظلم.
طيب بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين أما بعد. So before moving on to the akhawat and the ikhwa, let's do a few of the homework that you had. The homework was what? That you give 5 examples of sah. طيب do they need that? Yeah. طيب 5 examples sah, from each one. How many halat were there? How many scenarios? How many points? 5 sah. All right, 2 from each. Quickly, let's just spend about just less than 10 minutes on this. Go on. Your example, sir. Ibn. So this is the children, the sons and daughters, their inheritance. Go on. What hala is this? It doesn't matter anyway. Go on. Go quickly. Ibn and bint and ibn, yeah? Okay. Yeah, the daughter of the son. Bint and ibn, daughter of the son, sir.
Because there's a ibn is on a higher level.
Ibn, bint and ibn. So ibn, what does he get? You're all with me, yeah? Ibn, what does he get? He gets Baghi. Bint and ibn, what does she get? Why? Because there's a ibn, and that ibn is now closer to deceased or higher than her. Everyone agree? All right. Another example from the sisters for the first hala. Well, you should have done your own. Everyone does that, done their own one. Include what? Yeah, don't worry. Just we take them all. Who's going to give me another example? Come on. Ibn, huh? 4 times. Who's going to inherit here? The ibn is going to inherit, and he's not going to. Why is that? Now, there's a son who is higher than him, because technically he is a son as well. But there's a son who is higher than him. Go on, Ikhwani. Any example, go on. Ibn. 1 ibn, yeah? 1 ibn. Bint. Right. What happens here? What do we do here? They share it amongst them. He doesn't even inherit. Why? Naam. We're going to study him later on, somewhere along the line, inshallah. Right. Everyone understand that hala? Go on. Sisters. Ibn. Bint. Ibn. Zawja, yeah? طيب, Ibn. Baqi. Nothing. Thumun. طيب. Always, just as a side benefit, always start off with Ashabul Furud. So who is Ashabul Fard from out of here? The Zawja. Always start with the Zawja. طيب, and then you say Ibn Baqi. طيب. Bint al-Ibn, why didn't you give her anything? That's it. The Ibn that is higher than her is present. طيب, everyone understand now? Ikhwana, quickly on. Who's going to give me an example? The homework that you've had. One sec, let's. Did you not do the homework? No one done the homework, no? Huh? Whoever done the homework, give me an example. Ibn, 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 Ibn. Best? Excellent. They share everything. Ibn. Why do they share? Because Ibn, they're on the same level. So it's literally they are the grandchildren of the deceased. So they're both on the same level. Last example from sisters. Bint, 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 Bint Ibn. Okay, good. That's it, yeah? Oh, one sec. Let me just write this properly. So she's the bint of a son. Okay, go on. The daughters share half. Okay. She gets a sixth. And then they get whatever remains. Okay. Everyone agree with the answer? Huh? So these three daughters get 2/3. Taib, what else? Bint Ibn doesn't get anything. Why? No. So Bint Ibn, in this hala, in this situation, she doesn't get anything. Why? Because there are, number one, there are three sisters that are higher than, three daughters that are higher than her. They're higher than her. Taib. Also, they've taken a third. And the most women can take in this scenario, inheritance, is 2/3. Taib. How can we bring her into inheritance? Ibn. So if we bring him into there now, she is now going to inherit Baqi, whatever's remaining. Whatever is remaining. So it will be 3 here, 2, and then 1. So they'll share one portion. Taib. Huh? Like he'll get double, like, and they're going to share one portion. And that one portion is going to be divided amongst them, 2 for the or double. Taib. Like, has everyone understood why he's the blessed son? No, because if it wasn't for him, she would not have inherited, because their inheritance has already been taken up. Taib. خلاص. Yeah. Go on. Huh? Ab and Bint, yeah? Ab gets a 6. Excellent. The she, so the way you've worked it out is correct. As for your question, does she get the remaining? No, she doesn't get what's remaining. And you're going to understand why she doesn't get it and who gets it in the coming lessons, inshallah. He's what is called asaba, so everything goes back to the father. Right. Any other questions on children? An example, yeah? Go on. Ibn, Bint, Zoja. Right. Excellent. Go on. How do you work it out? She gets a what? A 6, okay. They share the baqi. Okay. And obviously, للذكر مثل حظ الأنثيين. Okay. Can anyone else work this out on the board? The Zoja gets a Thuman. Why have you given her 6? She gets a thuman. The Zawja, the inheritance, the Zawj and the Zawja, their inheritance is really easy. Because either they get a 4, don't worry, we're going to go to the Zawja today anyway. Like in the Zawja here gets, the Zawja here, you know, it's dropping because of the microphone. Right. Did we finish this? Sorry, yeah, Naam. So they share, the bint and the ibn, they share the remainder, and 2 portions for, or double, for the male descendant. طيب.
Let's put it another one. I wasn't sure whether you should, where you can add husband and wife in the relationship. Is that close or it's
All I wanted was examples of the scenarios that we studied. You can bring Zawj, Zawja, Ab, whoever. Rather, there are situations where you're going to have to bring a Zawj or a Zawja or an Ab or meaning other than them. Khalas? Gone. Bint. Ibn. Excellent. Like, what did you give the bint to? Okay, these 2 get 2/3. So 2/3. He gets the baqi. Excellent. Everyone understand how that works? The reason why they get a 2/3 is because their portion has been mentioned in the Quran. And the reason why he gets the remaining is because the Prophet ﷺ said, give Ashabul Furud, their Furud, those that have been given a specific portion, then whatever's remaining, فَلِأَوْلَى رَجُلٍ ذَكَرٍ, to the closest male relative. Excellent. Khalas, move on. Al-Ikhwa. Then we're going to do Al-Ikhwa wal-Akhawat. Surah Al-Mas'ala. Ahmed. Wife 2. Wait. What is meant by ikhwa is when a person dies, before going into that, I don't know if you remember, but in the Muqaddimah, we studied 3 terminologies. One was usul, the second was al-furu', and the third was al-hawashi. Does anyone remember what these were? Right. What was usul? Anyone above you. Father, mother, grandfather, grandmother. Al-furu', anyone below you. Son, daughter, son of a son, daughter of a son, and so on. Hawashi, anyone on your side, meaning your brothers, sisters, uncles, cousins, they are the hawashi. Right. So if you picture a person now, a human being, the usul are going to be up here. The furu' are going to be down here. Here you will find the hawashi. Write it down like that, inshallah, quickly. Okay. Or someone just take a picture of it. I'll rub it out. Class. Al-Usul, leave it off for now. We haven't studied. We may get time today. Al-Furu' we've already studied. Remember? Last week. Take that away as well. Wipe them away. Al-Hawashi is what we're going to study today, or some of the Hawashi, some of. These akhawat, they're going to be called the Hawashi, or they are called the Hawashi. They are the brothers. When we talk about akhawat and ikhwa wa akhawat, Ahmed has 2 wives. Wife number 1 has Hind, Zayd, and Ali. Hind, Zayd, and Ali. Is that understood? The relationship between Ali, Zayd, and Hind is they are ikhwa, they are brother and sister, صح? لكن they are called الشقاء. They are full brother and sister. Why? Because they share the same mother and the what? Same father. So the relationship between Ali, Zayd, and Hind is what? Ikhwa al-shiqa. In other words, full brother and sisters. Is that understood? Right. What is the relationship? I understood the previous one. What is the relationship between Yusuf, Salma, and Ibrahim? Shiqa. Right. You with me so far? Right. What is the relationship between Yusuf and Ali? Excellent. Akh li'ab. What does this mean? Akh, they're obviously brothers. But how are they brothers? Li'ab. They share the same father. They share the same father. That is why the relationship between Hind and Zayd and Ali is called ikhwa al-shiqa, and the relationship between this set of brothers and these set of brothers, they're ikhwa li-ab. Is understood? Right. They're the third set of brothers or sisters. Right? They are Ahmed passes away. Right? Wife number 1 marries, give me a name, my own name. Zayd. Let's say Zayd anyway. She marries Zayd. Zayd plus wife 1, who's this woman here, they have 3 children. Give me a name. Qasim. طيب. Abbas. And Salman. طيب. They now have Zayd and wife number 1. When Ahmed passed away, she got married. Wife number 1 and Zayd, they had Qasim, Abbas, and what? طيب. What is the relationship between these 3 individuals? طيب. Is understood. What is the relationship between Zayd and Qasim? Akh li That is the title that they share. So whenever you hear of ikhwa or akhawat in fara'id, what comes into it is الشقاء, طيب إخوة لأب, or thirdly أخ لأم. How are Ibrahim and Zayd related? أخ لأب. They share the same father. They do not share the same mother. How are Ibrahim and Yusuf related? Ashiqat. They share the same mother and father. طيب. How is Ahmed and Abbas? How are Ali and Abbas related? أخ الأم. They share the what? The same mother. They share the same mother. Is that understood? Okay. So this here is, you can actually call it Suratul Mas'ala. Remember when we were in Biyur, you kept on hearing Suratul Mas'ala. That is just trying to picture the what? The issue that is being discussed, that you're studying. This here is Suratul Mas'ala. You have three brothers and sisters, three types of brothers and sisters. You have the Ashiqa, and you have the what? Ikhwa li'ab, and you have. طيب خلاص. Can I rub this out? Someone take a picture of it or something. So ikhwa, whenever you hear of ikhwa, brothers or sisters, they are brother to the deceased or sisters to the deceased. Is that understood? Don't look at father, don't look at children, don't look at anything else. If you ever hear ikhwa li or ab or ashiqat, just remember, always remember hawashi. طيب, is that understood? طيب, how many types of ikhwa are there? Three. What are they? الشقاء, لأب, and لأم. طيب. They also have about 4 or 5 different scenarios. 4 or 5. Just like we studied with what? With the awlad. With the awlad. I'm going to write sheen here. Just know that this is akhwa shaqiq. Akh shaqiq or akthar. A full brother or more. Or akh li'ab or akthar. فقط. لكن there's a very important condition that you need to take into consideration with regards to the inheritance of brothers and sisters. Or Adam. طيب. So that condition is يشترط عدم الذكر الفرعي الوارثي أو الذكر من الأصول. The condition for these to inherit, brothers or sisters to inherit, is that there can't be an ab in general. So it's not just this hala, in general. For brothers and sisters to inherit, to get any portion, there can't be a father of the deceased or a son of the deceased. Is that understood? So for example, if you have ab, ibn, and akh shaqiq, a person dies and he leaves behind a father, a son, and akh shaqiq, a full brother. The akh shaqiq here doesn't inherit anything. Why? Because there's ab ana and an ibn there. Because there's ab and an ibn. That condition needs to be understood before we even go any further. Go on. عدم الذكر الفرع الوارث أو الذكر من الأصول. Or you can say يشترط عدم الذكر من الفروع والأصول. So there can't be a father of the deceased or a son of the deceased. Is that understood? خلاص. This is the first scenario. Okay? And the first scenario is if a person dies and he leaves behind a brother or more, a full brother or more, or he leaves behind a half brother or more, meaning there's one or two or three half brothers, what happens, and it's only them, they get jami'ul mal. They get all of the wealth. For example, a person dies and he leaves behind akh shaqiq, one. What happens here? He gets everything. Everything. He gets the whole mal. Or a person dies and he leaves behind akh shaqiq, and akh shaqiq. What happens here? They share everything. All three of them share everything. Do we say للذكر مثل حظ الأنثيين? لا. Because there's only females here. And each one will get exactly the same portion. Is that understood? Right. Change all of that to, and change this. أخ لأب. أخ لأب. So for example, that example of that diagram, Ibrahim was here, صح? And Zayd was here. They are the only two left behind in their family. They are the only two remaining. Then Ibrahim passes away. Zayd, what is Zayd's relationship with Ibrahim? Akh li'ab. Akh li'ab. So this is Zayd, for example. Zayd gets what? Everything. Who was Zayd's brothers and sisters? One of his brothers was what? Ali, sah? Akh shaqiq. Akh li'ab. Let's say there's two now. Let's say there's two. From here there was what? On this side there was Ali, Zayd, and Ibrahim. Ibrahim passed away. What's the relation between these two and Ibrahim? They share the what? Same father. Let's say he leaves both of them behind. What do? They share everything. It's probably one of the easiest scenarios to understand. So if you ever come across akh shaqiq or more, or akh li'ab or more, they what? They share everything. Who can give me an example? Halaka halikun, a person passes away and leaves behind akh li'ab. A person dies and he leaves behind akh li'ab and akh li'ab. What's the inheritance? They share everything. They take everything. Who can give me another example? Okay. If a person dies and they leave behind a brother, Okay, a person dies. It could be a sister or brother. One of them dies, and they leave behind one full brother. That one full brother, because he's the only one remaining, he gets everything. For example, a person dies and he leaves behind one full brother. Let's say here we have Hind and Yusuf. Hind and Yusuf. They are full brother and sister. Hind passes away. Hind passes away. What's the relationship between Hind and Yusuf? Full brother and sisters. So imagine that this is Yusuf. Imagine this is Yusuf. What should we give Yusuf from Hind's wealth? Everything. Simply because there's nowhere else to put it. There's no one else to take it and there's nowhere else to put it. So he gets everything. Does that kind of clarify it? Right? And the same goes for, not only are they one, but even if they're two or three or four. Right? How about if a person dies, passes away, and they leave behind akh shaqiq and akh li'ab? Because remember I said akh shaqiq or more, two full brothers or more, or a full brother or more, or a half brother or more. صح? Like in here I've mixed it. What do we do here? Huh? Hmm? Does he have her? Who? أخ لأب لا. How? Did we study what he gets? Mm-mm. Brothers, we haven't studied in terms of what they get. They're called asab and they're to come. What happens here is, who's closer to the deceased? Huh? أخ شقيق. So he gets everything. He's blocked. Who took the scenarios that you read out? Read those brothers. Pictures that you took. The diagram that we had on here. So Ibrahim was there, sir? And here we had Zayd. Sorry, we had Ibrahim here on the right side. Yusuf. طيب. Here we had Hind, Zayd, and Ali, sir? طيب. Ibrahim and Yusuf are full brothers. Who's closer to Ibrahim? Ali or Yusuf? Why is Yusuf closer to him? Because they share the same mother and father. Therefore, they're shiqat, they're full brothers. So who's befitting of getting the wealth? Ibrahim gets Yusuf's wealth. And he deserves it more than Ali. Is that understood? What about if we have two akh li'ab? What should we give them now? Now that they are a group? Khalas, nothing. Still the same. What about if there's another akh shaqiq? These two share it. So the akh shaqiq is quite strong in terms of inheritance. If he's the only one that's remaining, then he gets everything. Even in other scenarios, as we shall see, he still gets a fair portion. Is that first scenario understood? Huh? That condition here is to block them from getting anything. If you find, مثلا, someone passes away and they leave behind a father, a son, and 20 الشقاء. طيب. What is the condition for a shiqat to inherit anyway? There can't be an asl or a farq from the male relatives. There can't be a father or a grandfather or a son of a son. Daughters, not yet. Mothers, not yet. That's coming. Is that understood? So here, they get a portion, they get a portion, they don't get anything. But why don't they get anything? Now these conditions, they're going to follow us throughout all of the different scenarios. Like, any questions on that scenario? Gone? Huh? The half brother. We're going to study it in another. It's going to come, inshallah, because they share different ahkam. They're different. They've got different rulings. Why are they? They are different rulings anyway. We're going to study them soon, inshallah. Is that first scenario understood? Like, the second scenario is similar to this. The second scenario is what? One ukht shaqiqa, one full sister, or one half sister from the father's side. A person dies and he leaves behind one ukht shaqiqa, or he dies and he leaves behind one ukht li'ab. What does one sister get? We already studied it. You should already know. And nisf. What does one ukht li'ab get? Nisf. Ukht shaqiqa, she gets a nisf. What conditions were there? 4 conditions, sah? What were the 4 conditions for her to get half? The first was Adam al-Mu'assib, so there can't be a brother of hers. Is there a brother of hers here? No. Well, the second condition? Adam musharika, meaning there can't be another ukht shaqiqa. She can't have another full sister. Is there another full sister here? There isn't another full sister with her. What was the next one? Adam? No, Adam al-Fara'. Adam al-Fara' al-Warith. There can't be a child that inherits. There can't be a child of the deceased. There can't be a child of the deceased. Here, is there a child of the deceased? La. What was the 4th condition? Adam Mu'assib. There can't be a brother of hers. There can't be a sister of hers. And there can't be a child or a father. In that case, what does she get? She gets half. She gets half. But then you can say, what about the rest? The rest comes back to her as well, because she's the only living relative of her brother. Is that understood? Like, the same goes for the ukht shaqiqa or the ukht li'ab. The ukht li'ab. If a person dies and he only has one half sister, then she gets half, but she gets all of his wealth. She gets half initially as a fund. That's what has been mentioned in the Quran for her, and the rest will come back to her. And that is called a rad. A rad, lakin, we're going to study that towards the end of the book, inshallah. Towards the end of the book. Is that understood? If a person passes away and he leaves behind one full sister, she gets what? Half, and the rest comes back to her. Or he leaves behind one half sister from the father's side. What does she get? She gets half, and the rest gets given back to her. Why have I said wahida? Because it's only one. If it's more, then we shall see, inshallah. Is that understood? Right. The third scenario. Go on. Excellent. Jazakallah khair. Jazakallah khair. 1 second, I'm coming back to that. Akhawat, li'ab. So last mas'ala with regards to the sisters, Jazakallah khair. What about, do you remember when we said akhli? أخ لأب. And so what did we say? If we have أخ شقيق here and أخ لأب here, what does أخ شقيق get? Everything. What does this one get? Nothing. He's محروم, صح? طيب. What about the same scenario? We have أخت شقيقة and أخت لأب. Who can work this out? Okay. Whoever gets this, I'm going to give marks, the extra marks. Gets the 6. Yeah. She gets half. The أخت شقيقة gets half. This woman here, she gets what? The sister, she gets a 6th. She gets a 6th. And what is that called, that 6th? تكملة ثلثين. تكملة الثلثين. تكملة الثلثين. What does that mean? The total that they will get is how much? 2/3. So note, pay attention. Men are greedy when it comes to inheritance. Men won't take any of the other brothers. Like in sisters will, because they're more merciful. طيب. جزاك الله خير عبيد for reminding me. طيب. The third mas'ala, or the third scenario is, if we get أخوات شقيقات, a group of full sisters, or a group of half brothers from the father's side. A person dies, Surah al-Mas'ala. A person dies and he leaves behind أخت شقيقة, أخت شقيقة. He leaves behind 2 sisters. What do they get? We've already studied their inheritance. They share, okay? 2/3. Between them, they get 2/3. That is their inheritance. They will be read, because there's only them 2. And the rest will be a rad. Lakin leave a rad out for now because we haven't studied it. We're going to study it towards the end of the book. Okay? Right now, we're trying to understand what everyone's entitled to initially, as the Sheikh says it rahmatullahi alayhi in the book. Okay? So in this scenario, they share or they get 2/3. And as a side note for yourselves, they'll get the rest of the mal. طيب. Another example, a person dies and he leaves أخت لأب. أخت لأب. أخت لأب. 3 half sisters from the father's side. 3 half sisters from the father's side. What do they get? Share. They share the thuluthain. Okay. They share the thuluthain. And obviously the rest what? Comes back to them because they are the only people that are alive from that person's relatives. طيب. How about 1 أخت شقيقة, 1 أخت لأب, and 1 أخت لأب. Who's going to work this out? Someone put your hand up, put the hand up and work it out. Go on. She gets nisf, okay. The أخت شقيقة, the full sister, gets nisf. Excellent. The other 2, they share a 6th. Agree or not? طيب, you agree. Excellent. Why does the أخت شقيقة get half here? All of the conditions are met. What were the conditions for her to get half? There were 4 conditions. There can't be. There's no asl, there's no father. There's no son, child. There's no musharik, there's no brother of hers. And there's no musharika. There's no sister of hers. Here, yes, these are sisters of hers. But are they full sisters? La. They're not on her level. Yeah. They're not on her level. Okay. So that is the third